Thank you. Welcome. Good morning. It's so good to have you here with us at the Center for Spiritual Living in Bellingham, Washington. It's great to be here. We have sunny skies once again. Thank you. Now let's turn it over to Amber for some music.
Well, hello and good morning to you all. Let's sing into this day. Blessed day, I am thankful, grateful heart, I am whole. Glory be to the power of this mind that I know. So full praise to the wonder, freedom, sing a joyful song, calling love to the center, lifting all is one. I sing it now, so it is anything I dream. It is singing now, so it is. Think bigger now, so it is. I'm holding this vision of peace, knowing a world of harmony, calling love to the center, lifting all. We are free. Blessed day, I am thankful, grateful heart, I am whole. Glory be to the power of this mind that I know. So full praise to the wonder, freedom, sing a joyful song, calling love to the center, lifting all is one. I sing it now, so it is anything I dream. It is singing now, so it is. Think bigger now, so I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Clap, clap. My soul is welcome here. Do it again. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. welcome here. All right, well, we are going to move on over to our practitioner of the day for an invocational prayer. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Let's sing that again. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. My heart is open. My heart is open, I am awake. There is a knowing of love, love, love. My heart is open, I am awake. There is a knowing of love, love, love. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Oh, let Well, I thought today I would share with you a song that I wrote quite a long time ago, and many of you have heard this song before. I thought it was appropriate for the talk title today. This song is called We Are Sacred. Liberate my soul, these times have left me shaken. Faith take a stronger hold, I'm ready to awaken. Release all that was, this heavy weight no longer serves me. Listen and take notice, one voice clearly speaking. We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before. We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before. Breathe into the shadows, courage be among us. Find sanctuary, illuminate the masses, lighten every step, let fear no longer lead. Lift up our gaze and know that we are free. Breathe into the shadows, courage be among us. Find sanctuary, illuminate the masses, lighten every step, let fear no longer lead. Lift up our gaze and know that we are free. We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before. We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before. Breathe into the shadows, courage be among us. Find sanctuary, illuminate the masses, lighten every step, let fear no longer lead. Lift up our gaze and know that we are free. Breathe into the shadows, courage be among us. Find sanctuary, illuminate the masses, lighten every step, let fear no longer lead. Lift up our gaze and know that we are free. Liberate my soul, these times have left me shaken. Faith take a stronger hold, I'm ready to awaken. Release all that was, this heavy weight no longer serves me. Listen and take notice, one voice clearly speaking. We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before. We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before. Will you sing that with me? We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before. We are sacred, we are safe. May peace forever be an offering. We are holy, we are whole. This light burns brighter than ever before.
Thank you, Amber. Let's take a moment and let that sink in. We are sacred. We are safe. Breathe into knowing that. We are holy. We are whole. Shalom, kadosh, wholeness, and holiness. Talk about our birthright. Breathe some more. Let me take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Rabbi Kalish Leviel, and I am the Science of Mind practitioner filling in for Dr. Andrea today while she is on vacation. We're here in this amazing time of history. And in fact, it's my Kabbalah teacher that suggests, rather than looking at it as a place of history, that we're co-creating every moment in the new now, creating our destiny. Part of what makes this moment so amazing is we're at a particular portal. I'll call it a holy portal, where last Thursday night was a new moon. Then Friday night was Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the Jewish New Year. And then today is the second day of Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, the only holiday in the Jewish calendar that has 2 days for it. Well, let me go to what I've been thinking about for months for this presentation, because it was months ago that Dr. Andrea asked me if I could speak on September 20th for her while she was on vacation. And it's like, sure, I'd love to do that. And it took a while I was reflecting on what to be my title for today. And I was reflecting on the challenges I was having with people not agreeing with me. What other kind of challenges do we have? I know we have plenty, especially in 2020. But here we are in a state where people are arguing so much. And I had just heard from a friend about one of her friends. The father and the son were not communicating. They couldn't have a decent conversation just because one was going to vote in one direction and one would vote in the other direction. And so one of them just cut off communication and said, I'm not going to talk to you. And it just struck me that in a way we're going through a civil war that we went through back in the 19th century. Not even the 20th century. We thought we had graduated from that. And so I turned to Ernest Holmes, the founder of our tradition, and looked at what do we believe? And there's a list of about a dozen statements of what we believe. And he said, we believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. I decided that made for a perfect title, Emancipation from All Discord. Now, this year, 2020, Dr. Andrea chose the title for the year, Who Do We Choose to Be? What I love about that title, Who Do We Choose to Be, is right in the title. It lets you know we're choosing. It's really up to us. You know, when I was growing up, I was taught, just like you were taught, by parents and teachers, that what it was we believed. And it wasn't until I met Louise Hay and my rabbi, Rabbi Ted Falcon, who, by the way, taught at the Holmes Institute, that we don't have to choose those beliefs. We don't have to hold those beliefs. We can decide that other beliefs are more useful. And so I submit to you that you can choose who you are, who you be in this particular year and in every moment. And this particular month, September, is about the dwelling mind. And I want to read you from the book. The book is called Who Do We Choose to Be? And the section in the book called Dwelling Mind says, I urge you to let go of the comfort of a quick response, and instead, in the spaciousness of your mind, welcome in everything. Thoughts, feelings, sensations. Allow them to just be there, meeting up with one another, combining and recombining. Nothing is immediately clear, but given time and the workings of nonlinearity, your ideas and feelings may self-organize into insights. Many scientific breakthroughs were the result of this process of relaxing the mind, allowing things to dwell without any need for resolution. And then the aha moment. Sometimes scientists were so fatigued or frustrated that they walked away from the problem. They took a stroll or a nap and then were surprised by a clear insight, image, or solution. I know how they felt. Let's take a pause. In the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes tells us, never limit your view of life by any past experience. The possibility of life is inherent within the capacity to imagine what life is, backed by the power to produce this imagery or divine imagination. The illusion is in the way we look at things. We have looked at poverty, degradation, and misery until they have assumed gigantic proportions. Now we must look at harmony, happiness, plenty, prosperity, peace, right action, until they appear. I was speaking to a friend of mine a few weeks ago, Actually, I was speaking to her a week ago and said, I want to tell that story. Is that okay? And she said, sure. So you see, a few weeks ago, we were talking about her situation. She moved to Canada because that's where her husband worked and also lived there besides living in Bellingham. And she had to make a decision when COVID came into being and he wasn't able to just come and go across the border at ease. And so she decided to go join him in Canada, taking their 2 children with them. So they were able to be together, and they've been together ever since. There's just one problem. She still had the house she was paying for in Bellingham, where her father was living. And interestingly enough, when she and I spoke a few weeks ago, she was focused on the problem. So we decided to focus on the solution. What would the solution look like? And she wasn't exactly sure, but the solution would look like there's not a financial difficulty, and her dad would be able to stay living in the home he's been in for several years. Sure enough, out of the blue, wherever that is, came a phone call from a friend of hers, a colleague, that was letting her know he wasn't any longer in Detroit. He wasn't any longer in Dallas. He had moved to Issaquah. Now he was thinking about moving to Bellingham because he needed more space. And she said, how about you come and live at my apartment, at my house with my dad, and pay rent? And they worked it out so that his rent covered the entire issue. My point is, she started to focus on the solution. I was reminded of a story from Thich Nhat Hanh. I found a new teacher. Online, you can find lots of teachers. And my new teacher that I've been focusing a bit lately is, I have to remember her name. Go ahead, mine, connect the dots. Well, they'll come to me. So she was telling the story from Thich Nhat Hanh about thinking about when the refugees got on the boats, they were leaving Vietnam and were seeking safety in the midst of the violent storms and being attacked by pirates and so on. And he would describe how just one person on those boats could find that inner place of calm, that inner place of strength. In other words, to step out of the reactive trance. They could help all the others on the boat find their way to safety. Love in action. And then he always ended his teaching saying, please be that person. We've been going through an incredible upheaval since COVID came into, I want to say, to play with us, since, let's say, February. At different points in time, it affected different ones of us. I actually have a friend who said that's what she experienced June of 2019 when she was away for a conference and was on her way back home. doesn't matter. It's a divine unfolding that is always that is always given to us. So one of the stories I wanted to bring to you comes from Carolyn Mace. And I'm going to read what she wrote. So it's written from Carolyn Mace's point of view. And Carolyn is a mystic, an intuitive healer, and she runs workshops. She helped discover the notion of woundology and looking at how we get so into our wounds growing up, learning how to manipulate our environment, that sometimes it's really hard for us to let go of that and take on a more healed way to do. But let me share with you her story. One of the most profound stories that I ever heard in a workshop was told by a woman who had been seriously injured in a car accident and had had a near-death experience. I'll call her Maggie. Maggie was so shattered that she went out of her body, and in that state, floating above the scene of the accident, she could hear how people in cars behind were responding to the accident. Some were deeply shaken by witnessing it, while others were saying things like, "Oh, Jesus, this is all I need. How long are we going to be stuck here?" But from the fifth car back, she saw a beautiful swirl of light rising up into the ether and then right back down into her own body. She thought, what's going on here? And just as she thought that, she was instantly next to the woman in that car who was sending out a prayer for her. In that energetic state, in the midst of her near-death experience, Maggie got the license plate of that car and committed it to memory. She eventually came back into her body and was taken to the hospital. When she was fully recovered, she tracked down the woman who had prayed for her, and she showed up at her doorstep with a bouquet of flowers to say thank you. If Maggie was telling the truth, and if the woman from the fifth car back verified this account when Maggie showed up at her door with a bouquet of flowers, and I realize that these are big ifs for some people, then what other proof do we need that prayer has an effect and that another dimension exists beyond what our senses can perceive? I'll go back to another quote from Ernest Holmes. All of our troubles come from an isolated sense of being that we alone can return. Let me say that again. All of our troubles come from an isolated sense of being. We are the ones, we are the only ones who can change what we're thinking and be connected to Source. I particularly want to take a moment to mention we alone can return. The reason I take that moment is I wanted to share with you something from the Rosh Hashanah situation, the Rosh Hashanah teachings. And one of the main teachings of Rosh Hashanah is called Teshuvah. And many people translate Teshuvah as repentance. And when I was growing up and I was little, that's how I was taught to repent. But the source of the word teshuvah is shuv, which means to return to knowing who we are, to return to knowing what we are, to return to knowing where we are. We are infinite beings. Having a human experience. And sometimes that human experience is a bit difficult. I wanted to reflect on some of the difficulties we've had lately. Like Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away Friday night. Or late Friday afternoon, depending where you were living when you heard the news. And I thought, I would read from a poem. That reflects on her life. It's a poem by David White called Self-Portrait. It doesn't interest me if there is one God or many gods. I want to know if you belong or feel abandoned. If you know despair or can see it in others. I want to know if you are prepared to live in the world with its harsh need to change you. If you can look back with firm eyes, saying, this is where I stand. I want to know if you know how to melt into that fierce heat of living, falling toward the center of your longing. I want to know if you are willing to live day by day with the consequence of love and the bitter, unwanted passion of your sure defeat. I have heard in that fierce embrace, even the gods speak of God. I know that Ruth Bader Ginsburg's memory is a blessing to all of us. You know, I was reflecting upon this moment, and there's about 44 shopping days left till we have November 3rd, the election. And I know Dr. Andrea doesn't usually speak about anything political. So I thought I would take this opportunity to identify what occurs to me are your 4 choices. To either vote for the presidential candidate of one party, or to vote for the presidential candidate of the other party, or vote for someone else, or not vote. I couldn't think of anything else other than those 4 choices. And what I want you to know more than anything else, first of all, what I want you to know is that I met a man who actually lost an election by 1 vote. By just 1 vote, he lost an election. So I want to press upon you that what you choose matters. Any one of those 4 is the right choice if it's what you choose. And the reason it's the right choice, if it's what you choose, not what somebody else tells you to do, is because you matter. And that was one of the main things that I wanted to get across in this presentation, is that you matter. You make a difference. And I want you to know that. So let me do a prayer for that. There is only one infinite, eternal being, one divine presence that operates in, around, and through each and every one of us. 7.5 billion or so people make up this world. And each one of them, each one of us, is a fragment of that divine essence, of that being that we refer to as spirit or God or presence. That infinite one flows through each of us in wholeness and brings us to this moment for good, brings us to this moment for blessing. And in gratitude, we are so grateful and so thankful that we release this prayer, knowing that it is so, and so it is. And now we turn it over to Andrew. Nope, we don't. I was going to turn us over to Amber for music, but instead, I have announced. Thank you for bearing with me. So, tomorrow is the International Day of Peace, and here we're celebrating it at 7 p.m. So, you can join Dr. Andrea and all of us by Zoom. We will use the power of our creative, potent mind to recognize, bless, and lift the countries of the world. And to register, send an email to info@cslbellingham.org. We have a new class that's beginning on Tuesday, September 22nd. It starts at 8. It starts at 6. It goes to 8. It's called Essential Earnest. It's a 10-week class, and Dr. Andrea is teaching it, and I'll be in that class. And you can too. Again, just send an email to info@cslbellingham.org. You'll have to get your own book. I still have to get mine. It's called The Essential Earnest. The Essential Earnest Holmes. It's available on Amazon or wherever you buy your books. On Thursday, September 24th at 7 p.m., we're going to invite you to a celebration of life for Jean McVeigh. She was a member that passed away a while ago, and again, you can sign up for the Zoom link by letting the office know that you want to do that. On Sunday, September 27th at 4 o'clock, next Sunday, we're going to have a ritual of remembrance for those who passed away due to COVID. Generally, let's see. The memorial altar will be available outdoors on the CSL patio. So you or a small group may drop by to, help if I had read this beforehand. So let me read it to you now. An opportunity to honor our beloved dead will take place beginning at 11 in the morning. This is the ritual of remembrance. It's from Saturday, September 26th through Monday, September 28th. And the memorial altar will be available outdoors on the CSL patio. So you or a small group may drop by at any time over the entire 3-day period. When you visit, materials will be available to decorate the altar and to bless and remember your loved ones. We invite you to participate in a simple ritual next Sunday at 4 o'clock. During this in-person gathering, we will focus on those whose lives were ended by COVID-19. Social distancing will be observed. Please wear a mask. If you think you will need to sit during the ritual for about an hour, please bring your own chair. We want to thank all of those who grew the marigolds to help us for this special event. By Wednesday, September 23rd, please bring the marigolds or any type of flower that you've dried and leave them on the front porch of the office. I think we'll turn it over to Amber at this point. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your contributions, and thank you, Amber.
Thank you, Kalish. I have no doubt that your message hit everyone just in the right spot today. Let's sing out into this day, one step at a time. Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Sing that again. Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing you down, leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I found. The sky is calling, gonna climb this mountain, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I found. The sky is calling, leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I found. The sky is calling, gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Sing one step at a time, one step at a time. One step at a time, that's all it takes. One step at a time, one step at a time. So much gratitude for your presence with us here today. Hope to see you all soon.